Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Looking for space. It's Traynham. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender?
Almost threw it away. I'm glad I did that. I'll take it.
Seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To throw, it's Vandergriff. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, give him something else to look at. Some high candy.
Spotted at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The give to the back. Shakes off the
First.
Good run. Get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Traynham. Oh, big juke to get past. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive. We're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game, how can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. Looking for space. It's Trainer. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The short hands, it's Hunter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period.
Kentucky 7, Auburn 0.
1st down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's running in the open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a
picked that for real.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Shoots it to the left. And they
What? Come on, it's 2 in a row, yo.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 4th down, going to the air.
Big blitz.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early.
Try to get over
You
here.
have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Wildcats line it up with a 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side.
Key.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to come back. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
That's a first down for the offense.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To the air, it's Thorne. Coming after it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Brings up second down.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hunter.
You caught me with that. I didn't think you were going to go under.
Not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator, because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
What a ball is in there. Good one. Through run.
Through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
I didn't want it that bad.
The running back has it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Auburn.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down.
Rock on that pass, too.
On the interception. There are few things that can impact a game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the...
And the pass is intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Kentucky 21, Auburn 7.
The Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance,
Yeah,
some more
they're fast enough.
unpredictability. I
Seen
feel like
that
this
too.
defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Thorne. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Across the 25, he's got room. Just
I didn't see that he was one-on-one with him either. That's me.
They've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Ooh, we came out the side of that. Good pass.
And here they come, almost all the way back. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to
I needed
run
one
enough
more
room
block.
to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this time.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Handoff to the single running back. Got room at the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now from inside the red zone. He's right on target. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Ooh, let's take that them all. They all went for the fake.
The end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Kentucky 28, Auburn 14.
Trying to pick up a first down. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Thorne. Fires to the tight end.
Oh, we got to get to them right there.
First down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down.
Yeah, let me get a hand on one of those. That's all I'm saying. Let me get a hand on one.
Right where I want this offense.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it on the outside, it's Hunter. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They're going to throw it again.
Yeah.
The quarterback is toast back at the 35. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, what the?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that.
I ain't tripping. Whatever. Shit's trash today, yo. They done done niggas out.
It is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got a chance. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really nice.
You by 75. That's who you supposed to block. That's all me.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little.
Ooh, we caught it on one hand, 1 foot.
Frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football, trying to run some clock. You're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Tigers in the hurry up. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, pass.
Beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires toward the end zone. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead.
Man, hold your head. I don't wear none of that shit. Take it. I think it's as weak as hell. I'll hop on my again. You're crazy. Nigga, I got an arrow, nigga, done glitch my shit. Oh my goodness. What request is it processing? Why can't I not get this off my screen? I was gonna make sure they gave me my win. Making sure that shit be glitchy.